The final one is overloading. We are taking steps to make sure that the regime where anybody can carry any size of goods on our roads will change, because
many times no no be loading a huge truck from the thermal port, not just we're driving through on our roads with heavy weight. Now Mr. Unam ye highway no so just say nese omoye ya nese ebusuya ko Burkina Mali and I say ni obeki bia ebusuya na yese anka some be loaded truck no ma driving on our roads no with the required regulated weight the anka insembi. But what happened is say omo load cars na so mo ko drew Burkina we border and I say omo do we paga let's just say sending more than 2 cars abekania urban na 3 no ma discharge loads ne gum ansa no mind Burkina into Cote d'Ivoire and Burkina otumu say on roads no ya na chepa na wina. His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama saying they are trying to do something about it, whereby they are going to regulate the weight, the axle loads on our road. Say drivers no air drive here. They'll drive with the required weights in your roads in Bechamay. Now, when a governs Kwame Agboja, the road minister, Abekasa on TV3 Ghana, TV3 Ghana. You can share the full video, no brother. The young Kumanakan. In simple again.
We are taking steps to make sure that the regime where anybody can carry any size of goods on our roads will change, because we've had studies that show that even if we finish all the investment, call it 10 billion on the road, and we allow the current regime where people overload 180 tons, 150 tons on the road, it will still deteriorate within 3 years. So we are taking steps to make sure that.
How do you intend doing that? Okay. Using the axle loads or making them more effective, etc. Because the axle load points, etc., have been points of corruption, have been meddled in by middlemen, etc., that their use have not been effective.
A combination of things. Currently, we know that half of the problem comes from the thermal port. The vehicles overload from thermal port. And there are service providers that are contracted by the state. And if they are listening to me, we know. You are contracted by the state. You have built a weighing station at the port. Yet, some of these third-party service providers connive with some unpatriotic custom officers and allow vehicles to load and not use the weigh bridge, and then they get away with it. And as you said, when they get onto the highways as well, the regime of the compliance enforcement has been lax, partly because the level of penalty. Currently, they charge the maximum 5,000. You may be aware that there's a fees and charges in Parliament that raises that penalty of 5,000 to 50,000. We believe that will be an amount of deterrent. We are also trying to work with the stakeholders that in the past, when you overload, they just tell you to offload the overloaded section and bring another truck to pick it, to pick the excess load. We are working with the stakeholders to say that now if you overload, when the overloaded portion is taken off, it's not given to you. It is auctioned and the proceeds given to the state. We believe a combination of these things will be enough deterrent to stop people from overloading. As the president explained somewhere, imagine that a truck load from Tema and destroy the road from Tema all the way to Paga. And then a vehicle from Burkina Faso, 3 vehicles come from Burkina Faso to share the same amount of goods in one truck on the roads in Ghana before they cross over and enter Burkina Faso. Without a doubt, Ghana spends or invests more money on our roads than Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, and Togo. How come their roads last longer than ours? It's simply because they insist and enforce strict loading on their road. You dare not do it. But in our country, people think that democracy means that you have the freedom to also do the wrong things. I think we need to take steps to correct that now. So we are working with the stakeholders to make sure that we address those things so that the investment of your money, of our money that we put in the road can be protected. It is not enough to build a road and leave it for few unscrupulous businessmen to overload and destroy the road in 3 years. I don't think that will be appropriate for us to do. So we will also bring a regime that makes sure that the roads are maintained and protected to last the years that we say the design life expander we make for them.
This is actually a good news that we are all been waiting for. Say it will happen on our road sector. Yo, Ebusians, also looking very younger. Now have a better lifestyle. Now look very smart. And then I recommend the apple cider vinegar from Goli, and the super fruits, and the super green, and the ashwagandha gummies, and the sleepy gummies. Then you know free Goli nutrition. I'm what US. Now so open say utubia Miss Cromendi say open use promo code. Promo code in the description of this video. And as open say you also want to be part of betu ntoma bizwa. Now let me check the description part of this video. Now I join free. Now I end some cool cash. Let us show how far. Enjoy. And say so open to bia. Obeti me inbox me. Now my boy now joining. So open so also register as your content creator. And I say, wow, she has open media to the description part of your video. And I saw the battle video I see both YouTube, Facebook, and the Mr. Also bet me contacting me. Now I share the no registration here free. You can join in the description part of this video. Details in the description part of this video. Now with the budget piece I was joining. Yes, Goli gummies. So me see Goli and work gummies. Goli gummies. Apple cider vinegar. Super fruit, super green, any ashwagandha, any nyaki home. Yes, Goli, a good product. Open me I'll join your moon. Now I need some cool cards that show offer. Yes, Goli gummies.